Welcome into Crump Paris Park for today's District 7 Single A Softball Championship between the Gordonsville Tigerettes and the Clay County Lady Bulldogs right here on UCR. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay. A cloudy day, a little bit breezy. Hopefully the rain is going to hold off. It looks like it may do so. It should be a good day for some softball. For the Gordonsville Tigerettes, 30-1 so far this season. 2 wins here into this championship game against Red Boiling Springs and this Clay County team in the semifinals. Clay County had a drop to the losers bracket semifinals where they won that game against Clark Range 13-0 and find themselves for the second time against this Gordonsville team in this 7 single A tournament. Back out here in the outfield, we welcome you in. Today's game presented by Gentry's Power Equipment, as all of our broadcast coverage throughout the postseason is presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. Clay County leads it off with Reagan Cherry. She's the right fielder. Of course, it is Kaylee Plumley in the circle for the Gordonsville Tigerettes who get it started.
This into a fight. Fell 9-0 just a couple of days ago against this Gordonsville team in this tournament. Obviously, Gordonsville's been the class of the entire classification, so we'll see if they're able to keep it competitive today.
Hopefully, looks a little cleaner on your screen today. We've got the nice camera set up out here in outfield. We can zoom in, we can zoom out. Baylor Walton is at the plate. She'll be in the circle on the other side for the Lady Bulldogs as Kaylee Plumley is back out there. It's a 1-0 count here to Walton. Lineup for Clay County, Reagan Cherry led it off. Baylor Walton bats second. Jade Walker bats third. Cleanup batter is Jenna Thompson. Annalise Daly will bat fifth. Batting sixth is Halen Garrison. Batting seventh is Lila Birdwell, as that one is swung on and missed. Riley Baxter bats eighth, and Emma Wicks is in the ninth spot. A 1-1 count here to Baylor Walton. In the field for Gordonsville, it has been the same pretty much all season long. We mentioned Kat Johnson. She's at that shortstop position. Noah mentioned a normal catcher. Obviously, Bailey Stewart is back there right now. Kaylee Plumley in the circle, ready for the 1-1. This one hit well out to right field, and that ball is hammered and gone. How about Baylor Walton crushed over the right field fence, and it's a 1-0 lead for Clay County.
And that ball was tanked. I mean, it cleared the fence by a good 40 feet or so, Jacob. And a great start for Clay County. Got the pitch up in the zone. Looking for that big strike was Kaylee Plumley. And Walden, make no mistake, first run scored against Gordonsville in the tournament.
And we were just talking before this game got started. Plumley has only allowed 5 runs on the season, only 4 earned. That is just the 5th earned run and only the 21st hit she has allowed this season, and it's a 1-0 start here in the District 7 Single A Championship for the Lady Bulldogs of Clay County. This one swing and a miss on the rise ball to Jade Walker after the solo shot, and you said it. It was absolutely hammered. It was, it was out here to us.
Yeah, that was crushed. If it was a little bit straighter, we could have caught it, no doubt about it. And you mentioned the new camera angle. Hopefully you enjoy it. There may be a couple hiccups. We're learning this on the fly. We've used this setup with football, basketball, first time with a spring sport, but hopefully it looks good. Let us know in the comments if you enjoy it.
Yeah, let us know where you're watching from here, cheering 4 between Clay County and Gordonsville. It's an 0-2 count here to Jade Walker, the second baseman for Clay County. The rise ball, a called strike 3, first strikeout of the day for Kaylee Plumley in the circle.
Okay. You take that, I think, if you're Gordonsville, because that ball looked like it was way up to me.
A little bit.
Way up.
A little bit. But like you said, second out of the inning. And now Jenna Thompson, the cleanup batter, will come to the plate in the infield for Gordonsville today. Third baseman is Lakin Roberts. Kat Johnson at shortstop. Second baseman is Kaylin Roberts. That is the first pitch into Thompson. It misses low for ball 1. First baseman is Callie Dillard in the outfield from left to right. The left fielder is Mackenzie Heron, and center is Abby Brinkley, and the right fielder is Camry Johnson. Jenna Thompson, the center fielder for Clay County, has a 1-0 count. Kaylee Plumley, the lefty, rocks and fires. This one swung on, fouled off, and it's 1-1.
A good approach right now. Of course, this is a Clay County team. Over the years, they've seen a ton of Kaylee Plumley, so they understand the challenge at hand, but you've seen the aggressiveness there. A little bit of house money in this game for the Lady Dogs, and a great start for them, obviously, with the solo shot. See if they can parlay that in a bigger early lead.
And scored against Gordonsville this season. 3 losses, shut out in all of them. This one swung on and foul tipped. It's 1-2. They lost the first game of the season against this Gordonsville team, 13-0, 10-0 in the second game of the regular season, and 9-0 here in this semifinal of the 7 single A tournament. So that's the first run against this Tigerette squad here in game number 4. Swing and a miss, and quick work for Kaylee Plumley in the circle after the solo shot. But it is Clay County who leads it as we head to the bottom of 1-0. This is the District 7 Single A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Back here at Crump Paris Park, it's a 1-0 lead for the Clay County Lady Bulldogs thanks to Baylor Walden, a crushed solo home run over the right field fence in that top of the first inning. And she's in the circle here on the other side, and we'll try to go up against this Gordonsville offense, which obviously can score a lot of runs.
Yeah, they certainly can. The most explosive offense in single A softball, one of the most explosive offenses in the entire state in any classification, find themselves down for the first time in a long time. Probably the first time against single A competition all season long. Obviously, a lot of softball still to be played, but a great start for Clay County here trying to steal a district title.
Lineup the same for the Tigerettes. Kat Johnson leads it off. Kaylee Plumley will bat second. Abby Brinkley in the third spot. Bailey Stewart cleans it up. Mackenzie Herron bats fifth. Batting sixth is Laura Thompson. Callie Dillard bats seventh. Kaylin Roberts and Camry Johnson 8 and 9. Lakin Roberts not batting, being hit for by the flex player and Laura Thompson today. Baylor Walden was ready to go, and now she's over at the fence, grabbing something out of the dugout, and then she'll be ready to go. Got to get the pitch sheet out of the dugout.
Throw it on the forearm. Knocked off her arm when she went out there and crushed that shot.
Yeah, I mean, that ball was... the wind is blowing out, by the way, if you couldn't tell, but it didn't matter with that one. That ball was hammered.
Yeah, there's a hill beneath us here in the outfield. It cleared the hill with ease. One hopped into the baseball field.
It was up on our level. So Kat Johnson will lead it off. Obviously a good hitter and the newest player. This one swung on and popped up and out of play for strike one. The Gordonsville team 30-1 on the season, beating Red Boiling Springs 12-0 in their first district tournament game, and then Clay County in the district semifinals 9-0. Walden didn't start that game. The Lady Bulldogs were actually trying to change it up a little bit. They were able to get a few runs across against her, and then Walden came in for the remainder of the game after the first couple of outs.
Well, and everybody's been run ruled so far against Gordonsville. Clay County wasn't, so they were able to force a 7-inning game. They certainly want to do that here today. They have a great start towards it, but they're not intimidated. This is a solid Clay County Lady Bulldogs team, a team that has a chance, no matter what happens today, to go win a game in the region tournament.
It'll be against Joe Burns, and whoever Joe Burns is playing in their district championship. We tried to find it out. Couldn't find it anywhere. So if anybody knows, let us know.
Yeah, it'll pop up. Somebody knows somewhere.
The winner of this game will host the first game of the region tournament. Loser will go on the road to most likely Joe Burns. There's a called strike on the bottom part of the zone, and it's now 2-2. So you'll have the region quarterfinals, region semifinals, region championship for softball. We'll look it up and make sure we're right.
Yeah, it's the semis and then right into the championship softball.
Right,
it's just
because there's only 4 teams.
You don't get the double elimination that you get.
3-2.
It's a good battle here. Walden would love to get a great hitter out with Kaylee Plumley looming on deck. Who wants to take the lead back immediately.
Walden ready to go, brings it home, misses low, it's ball 4. Kat Johnson draws the walk and will make her way down to first. And Kaylee Plumley will come to the plate down by a run with a runner on first base. There are 3 umpires in the field today, of course, behind home plate, and 2 in the field. So they get an extra umpire out there here for the district tournament at Gordonsville. You ready?
Watch out. Yeah.
You better.
I need my mitt.
Yeah. This one's upstairs for ball 1. I want to know. You know,
Walker.
Especially after you gave up a home run to the pitcher in the circle.
It's going to be a fun battle today, Walden against Plumley, both ways.
Here's the 1-0. That one swung on and fouled back 1-1.
She was trying to. And Walden, no intimidation, right? It's same thing for her. She didn't in the last game, but she's thrown a lot of innings against this Gordonsville team. She knows the tendencies of the hitters, knows that a walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You don't want to make the big mistake to them. Try to navigate your way through some traffic, and you'll be fine.
Baylor Walden, the pitcher in the circle, cranked the home run in the top of the first, 1-0. Gordonsville trying to answer back. This one misses just outside. The catcher for the Lady Bulldogs behind the plate, Halen Garrison, trying to get the call on the frame, but doesn't quite get it. It's 2-1.
Well, it's been a tight zone with the exception of one pitch, which was wild back in the top half. A strike 3 called.
2 balls and 1 strike here to Kaylee Plumley. Baylor Walden trying to find the first down of the inning after walking Kat Johnson, who's over at first.
That dugout is rocking for Gordonsville.
And Walden taking her time. Plumley steps out. And they're making all kinds of noise. This one's a big one. Hardware on the line. Walden brings it home. The 2-1.
Look out.
It's hit out to us. Noah, you ready? That ball is gone. And Kaylee Plumley, just like that, puts the Tigerettes on top by 1.
She is the premier softball player in this state. Gives up the bomb in the top half. What does she do? Comes right back and gets it back herself on the 2-run bomb.
Kaylee Plumley sent it out to right center over the fence. It's a 2-run shot, and it's a 2-1 lead for the Gordonsville Tigerettes with nobody out here in the bottom of 1.
Oh, let's play for a district championship. Had a couple of long balls already here. This is going to be a lot of fun today.
So Baylor Walden hits one in the top of the first, just the solo shot. And again, the only run the Lady Bulldogs have scored against Gordonsville this season. Kaylee Plumley answers right back in the bottom of the first with a home run of her own. And 2 runs across for the Tigerettes. They lead 2-1. Now it's Abby Brinkley's turn to the plate with nobody out and bases empty.
Doesn't get any easier. That's what we talk about all the time with Gordonsville. 1 through 9, they can all really, really hit. So you got to lock back in if you're Walden, knowing this is the kind of game it's going to be.
Live today on the main UCR Facebook page, YouTube channel, NFHS Network, and Hub Plus. We welcome you in wherever you're tuning in from. Once again, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the page. You can also share it on Facebook.
It means we're also on Twin Lakes, channel 192.
There we go. That one misses for ball 2, and the Lady Bulldogs in the field not too happy about the zone right now.
I feel like they're getting the squeeze. That time I think it was a little bit up and in. We got a pretty good view all the way out here with the camera.
We did see the one that was a little upstairs for a called strike.
That one was crazy, but to me that's just one that you missed, and it's not indicative of the whole thing.
2-0 is a called strike on the outside corner. Now 2-1 to Abby Brinkley, the center fielder for the Tigerettes.
Sometimes you just have a really bad miss. Well, this is going to be a fun game. 2 long balls already. Let's go.
We do indeed have Little League going on tonight as well. This one misses outside. 3 balls and a strike to Abby Brinkley, the 3-hole hitter in the plate for the Tigerettes.
The red team's back. We're looking for a bounce-back performance, fellas.
Taking on the orange team today.
They don't want to face that gold team. That gold team was for real.
And we actually know what a scoreboard looks like now as well. The 3-1 misses for ball 4. It's the second walk issued by Walden. And the third base runner reaches for the Tigerettes here in the bottom of the first. So Bailey Stewart will step to the plate. She's the catcher.
And now if you're Clay County, you got the 1 run. Obviously the 2 on the other end. You got to find a way to start getting some outs here.
There's a good strike across for Walden, who's been behind in a lot of these counts. Had 3 and 2 against Johnson. Walked her, was behind on Plumley 2 and 1. She cranked the home run. And then the 3-1 walk to Abby Brinkley. Now Bailey Stewart at the plate, the catcher for the Tigerettes. Walden ahead, finally 0-1. Here's the pitch. That one misses downstairs. Gets away from Garrison. Taking second base will be Brinkley. She'll take a turn and look at third. And she'll be back into second after the pass ball. So a 1-1 count now to Stewart.
Walden trying to take a deep breath here, reset, get back in there and throw some strikes against this lineup that's starting to see it pretty well.
Brinkley stands on second base.
How many times has Gordonsville put up a huge number in a frame? You don't want that to happen after you got the early momentum.
That one fouled back, and it's now 1-2 to Bailey Stewart.
Punch out here, take a deep breath. On the other side, Bailey Stewart, she's got home run power as well. Really a knack for getting extra base hits, kind of slapping them down the lines. We'll see if she's able to put one in play.
Gordonsville in the black uniforms today, blue numbers. This one is swung on, hit out to center field. Going to stay in the park. Center fielder out there makes the catch in Jenna Thompson for out number 1.
Good job by Thompson to read it clearly. That time just off the top of the bat a little bit, flared it out. And there's that big out number 1 they were looking for.
It's Mackenzie Heron's turn, the left fielder for the Tigerettes. She'll step in for the first time with a runner on second base. Good camera work there by Noah as well. Again, it's the first time we've had the nice camera out for spring sports.
Well, and it wouldn't let me make the scoreboard not gigantic, so I'm trying to work around that as well. But hope you enjoy it. Let us know in the comments if you like this look a little bit better. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's worth it.
Obviously, it's a little bit clearer picture than it was last time we were here at Crump Paris. That one is going to miss low, and it's 2-0 now to Heron at the plate. Second time we've been to Crump Paris this year. We're here for Stone Memorial and their 5-0 win towards the end of the regular season. The 2-0 is a called strike in the outside corner. Now 2-1 to Mackenzie Heron at the plate.
Will not be the last time we're at Crump Paris this year.
Again, winner of this game will take on the 2 seed at home. So if Gordonsville wins, they would play at home. Clay County wins, they would play at home next week. That one's fouled off, and it's now 2-2. And then if you win that game, you're into the region championship. And that will be played. If Joe Burns were to win, it would be there. If the 2 seed from this game were to win, it would be there.
Want to win the region. Obviously, they're saying that on the other side as well, but South Pitt, that's a pretty good pitch. A little bit low maybe, 3-2, but South Pitt, that pitcher, struck out 22, Kilgore for them. She's really good. We saw her here last year against Gordonsville. Obviously, Tigerettes were able to win it, but South Pitt hoping to win that region this year and not have to come likely here to Crump Paris.
Today's game presented by Gentry's Power Equipment, as that one is a called strike 3 on the bottom part of the zone. Second out of the inning. First strikeout, though, for Baylor Walden in the circle, and a big second out for the Clay County Lady Bulldogs.
And what we've been talking about, you get that out, and all of a sudden you start to breathe a little bit easier. You find the strike zone a little bit easier, and you get that second one. So still a lot of softball to be played. If it's only 2-1, it's up for grabs.
Designated player Laura Thompson is at the plate for the first time with 2 outs, swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. Mentioned Gentry's Power Equipment, your hometown steel dealer, all your outdoor equipment needs. Noah's been mentioning it. All the weather that's come through, it's dumped a bunch of rain. The grass might be getting a little bit long. You need a new mower, or if you need your mower serviced, go see our friends at Gentry's Power Equipment on Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville. There's the 0-1 to Thompson. That one misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good crowd on hand. I know the Gordonsville fans were concerned because the Clay students got some free tickets. There's a lot more blue. I'll give the edge to the blue.
Thompson fouls that one off, and it's 1-2.
May have had the counter effect of what they were looking for because it galvanized some of the Tigerettes faithful.
Tigerettes obviously always have a lot of fans here at Crump Paris. Filled it up there, obviously, down the third base line. Even on foul territory, past the dugout, in the outfield and left, out here around us as well. Walden, that one fouled off again by Thompson. Still 1-2. Good battle brewing. 2 outs in the inning. Runner on second base is Brinkley. She walked and then advanced on a pass ball. And then the fly out to center. Backwards K by Mackenzie Heron. 1-2. In the dirt again. Gets away from Garrison. Brinkley takes third.
And this is a Gordonsville team that does a ton of damage typically with 2 outs. So you know you can't breathe a sigh of relief when you have those 2 outs, especially with the runner now standing just 1 bag away. This is on Walden trying to get 1 more strike because this is Tigerettes team. I mean, they put up 3, 4, 5, 6 runs with 2 outs like it's nothing.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Thompson swings at it, hits it hard, out to left center, at the wall and down. It's going to score Brinkley. Thompson's looking for 2. She'll throw on the brakes. It's an RBI double by Laura Thompson and a 3-1 lead for the Tigerettes.
Great piece of hitting there for Laura Thompson. Works the count, goes deep into it, finally gets one that she likes and sends it into left center field. That was a really nice piece of hitting. And again, Gordonsville not blinking despite 2 outs. And now they're looking for more with another runner in scoring position.
So it'll be Callie Dillard coming to the plate, the first baseman for the Tigerettes with 2 away. And 3 runs across for Gordonsville here in the bottom of 1. Dillard swinging first pitch and fouls it off. First strike 1.
They just don't give you any room to breathe. Anytime somebody in blue is at the plate, they can do significant damage. That was just a great AB. Walden made some good pitches in there, just could not get that final KO.
Baylor Walton hit the solo shot, an absolute tank in the top of the first. Kaylee Plumley answered with a 2-run shot here in the bottom of 1. That one swung on and missed. And it's 0-2 here to Callie Dillard. And then the RBI double by Laura Thompson. She stands on second base with Callie Dillard at the plate in an 0-2 count. Walton trying to get out of the inning and just allow these 3 runs across in the first. She rocks and fires. This one is hit high in the air out to left, and that ball is gone. Just past the Gordonsville softball team pictures of state champions, and it's a 2-run shot by Callie Dillard, who won it last year in the state championship game.
It looked exactly the same as what she did in that state championship game. A towering shot to left field, and the 2-out magic continues for the Tigerettes. That ball was tanked near the pickup basketball courts, and they strike so quickly. 2 long balls, they get an extra base hit mixed in, and it's all Tigerettes despite the slow start.
A 5-1 lead just like that. They trailed 1-0 after the top of the first. Now it's the 8-batter, Kaylin Roberts, coming to the plate with the bases empty and 2 outs. And that Tigerettes dugout is feeling it early on.
And that's another good hitter. There's just nowhere you can breathe out there in the circle. Walden has thrown good pitches, but now Gordonsville's starting to time her up a little bit. That ball, she was all over it. Knew what was coming, got the pitch she wanted, and sent it a long, long way.
Rise ball misses upstairs, 1-0. More baseball coming up later this week. Friday and Saturday, we'll be back in Baxter for the Region 4 3A tournament. Upperman taking on Tullahoma. Stone Memorial taking on Lawrence County. That is not what we expected in the first round of that region tournament.
No, it's a very different Friday than we were expecting. And quite frankly, I like that if I'm Stone Memorial. I'm not mad about that. And if I can win on Friday, I really like it if I'm Upperman. It's going to make Friday real interesting.
The inside swung on 1-2 now to Kaylin Roberts.
We went from 2 games to this is going to be back-to-back fun matchups on Friday night.
Kind of what we expected for Saturday's first game.
Yes.
1-2 here to Roberts. Walton brings it home. And outside, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And the selection of what to swing at has been nearly perfect for Gordonsville in this half inning. Anything that's out, they haven't offered at it, haven't gone chasing stuff in. They've sent it long ways.
And that one swung on and missed. Walton able to strike out her second batter. And is the 3rd out of the inning. 5 runs across, though, for the Tigerettes. 2-run shots from Kaylee Plumley and Callie Dillard. An RBI double by Laura Thompson. It's a 5-1 lead for the Tigerettes at the end of 1. You're watching the 7 Single A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement. And start a career where memories start with you.
Five to 1 lead for the Tigerettes after one. We head to two. Clay County coming back to the plate. 5, 6, and 7 due up. Annalise Daly, Halen Garrison, and Lila Birdwell due up here in the second for Clay County. Their one run across was the solo shot by Baylor Walton back in the first. That's a strike across from Kaylee Plumley. She got a little bit of revenge there in the bottom of one.
Yeah, and Kaylee Plumley can kind of breathe a sigh of relief and start to fire free. She has a 4-run lead to play with, and that is a lot, considering she gave up 5 total runs for earned in the entire season entering today's game.
Another strike across. It's 0-2 quickly to the third baseman, Annalise Daly for Clay County. We'll move the scoreboard up. Hopefully it looks a little bit better up there.
It won't let me make it not gigantic.
Yeah.
So
bear with us today.
We're working on some stuff. But I think it looks much better.
0-2. Swung on and missed. It's the third strikeout of the day for Kaylee Plumley. First out of the inning, and now she's got 3 in a row.
And that's a problem if you're Clay County, because when Kaylee Plumley's throwing like she just threw that, AB, you don't beat her. You simply don't beat her. And that's not hyperbole to say. When she is throwing her best, there's not a softball team in this state that can beat them.
4 away from history. Halen Garrison steps in.
A ridiculous amount.
And that rise ball, she thought about it, able to lay off. It's 1-0. Garrison behind the plate for Clay County today. It's another good day at Crump Paris Park. Little League games, the District 7 Single A Championship going on. The 1-0. This is downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Not the prettiest day in the world, but we're dry, and that's the important part right now.
Amen. It's rained enough.
Yes. Looks like it may bring a thunderstorm or two tomorrow afternoon as well. Here's the 2-0. This one swing and a miss, 2-1.
As long as it's not about 2 hours south, that'll be just fine.
It's 2-1 here to Garrison. As Gordonsville's looking for another district championship. 5 runs across in the first. 2-1 coming. Swing and a miss on the rise ball, 2-2.
Yeah, and she's really leaning on it. We've only seen a couple of the fastballs. That rise ball has been her go-to, and it's such a tough pitch to pick up. And maybe that's a result of Walden doing what she did to a fastball, sending it a long way, but really working that rise action is Kaylee Plumley.
Plumley's worked her way back in, 2-2, swung on and missed. It's another strikeout, 4 in a row for Plumley, and 4 on the ball game now as well.
Yeah, she's dealing, and you can kind of sense it. She seems real relaxed out there on the mound, knowing that she's got that lead, or in the circle rather, knowing she's got that lead in her back pocket, and just pounding the strike zone, no bad misses. She's in that rhythm, that flow state that we see her get into, and she's just absolutely lethal.
Lila Birdwell steps in for the first time with 2 away here in the top of 2. Check swing on high and inside. It misses for ball 1. Birdwell, the shortstop. And they are checking down to first. She did not go. Plumley will reset and step back in. And one thing that we've noticed, especially here in these last few weeks for Kaylee Plumley, she gets ready for the 1-0. That one misses outside. She has been in command of the strike zone here in these last couple of weeks.
Well, and that's something you would expect as she moves closer and closer to going to the University of Tennessee. She's evolving her game. She knows she's going to be a pitcher at the next level, and you've seen her put into that time. Her coaches are the best of the best, and as that one's fouled back for strike 1, you've seen her take that next step. She has that God-given velocity that obviously she's worked on that, but what's next? That control, and that's what sends her to another planet.
Yeah, Baylor Walton used that velocity to her advantage in the first inning. Obviously swung pretty hard and sent it a very long way. 2-1. This is downstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike. First 3-ball count for Kaylee Plumley so far. Lila Birdwell at the plate for Clay County. Plumley ready to go. Rocks and deals. And it does miss for ball 4. First walk issued by Plumlee in the circle. First base runner here in the second with 2 away.
Yeah, nice job working the count, not swinging at anything, a little bit low. Didn't get that rise ball to her, and see if Clay County can answer back with a run or two here.
Girl Marshall, we're going to need some of that weather sent our way. It is cloudy, about 65 degrees. Wind has died down a little bit. First pitch into Riley Baxter, misses upstairs 1-0.
Well, there's your good old-fashioned announcer change. Talking about the control, and then walks the batter, and now starting to miss just a little bit.
Well, and Clay County's doing a good job as well, laying off that rise ball. She's gone to the rise ball on a lot of these first pitches. They haven't really swung at it too much. Here's the 1-0. This is downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Two outs here in the inning in the top of the second. Clay County trying to get some runs back, down 5-1. 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1.
And we've also seen historically Kaylee Plumlee, she can lose the control for a second, get a little wild, and then she's able to lock it right back in and fire home strikes.
Gets the call on the inside corner, and it's 2-2, and Clay County's coach not too happy about it there at that first base side.
He's not happy at all. Feels like they got a tight zone in the bottom, and I mean, he is not happy in the least.
Can't say I blame him.
I don't know if I do either.
Swing and a miss. It's another strikeout for Kaylee Plumlee. They strand a runner at first, and it's now 5 Ks on the day for Kaylee Plumlee. We head to the bottom of 2. Gordonsville on top 5-1. This is the District 7 Single A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a 5-1 lead for the Gordonsville Tigerettes. They're coming back to the plate in the bottom of 2. 9-1 and 2-2 up. Camry Johnson, Kat Johnson, and Kaylee Plumlee. If you see the camera moving around a little bit, we're trying to, again, a little trial and error today.
Well, that may have done some magic.
We'll see.
That's more where it looks like
we're trying. Yeah, we're trying to bring in more of
in
a
a
natural
real world
view. A little too bright right now.
You have to brighten it up in some of these gyms around the Upper Cumberland. So,
Cameron Johnson leads it off. The 9 batter in the lineup for the Tigerettes. But again, 1 through 9, ever dangerous here in the Gordonsville Tigerettes lineup.
Yeah, umpires may not like this camera, as our comment section is.
It's
you can see. You know what? Maybe it'll vindicate us on air.
It's not the most consistent one early on.
Not the best I've ever seen.
No. Baylor Walton, first pitch in, fouled off by Johnson.
Not like it's a big game or anything.
And they got 3 umpires out here today.
It's only to host the first round of region tournament. And
it is indeed.
Go try to punch your ticket to sub-state.
Yep. Yep. Here comes the 0-1 from Walton. Well, check swing, doesn't get the call on the outside corner, 1-1. Once again, today's game, it's presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. You see their logo, top left corner of your screen. All your outdoor equipment needs, whatever you need, they can service them. People in there are great as well. They'll help you out. Whatever questions you may have, if you need new stuff, they got all that too. This one fouled off, and it's 1-2.
And you talk about that, the expertise that they have in there. You go in and just ask them questions. They're not going to hassle you and say, hey, you got to go buy this right now. Say, hey, Maybe you got an older piece of equipment. Is it worth it to get it serviced? Should I buy a new one? They're going to tell you the truth. Maybe it's better to just get a new part, right? That's the kind of expertise that you need from good local folks who have expertise when your outdoor power equipment needs.
1-2 off the end of the bat. Good foul off there by Johnson to stay alive. Walden trying to get another strikeout. She's got 2 so far, had 2 in that first inning. They were sandwiched kind of between the 2-run shots. And so now it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Camry Johnson after she fouled that one off. Walden brings it home. Swing and a miss. It is back-to-back strikeouts for Walden in the circle, and the first down here in the second.
Yeah, Walden has shown flashes, and really it's more a testament to this Gordonsville offense that they were able to hit those long balls. There's just a couple of mistakes that she made, leaving the pitch a little bit too far up and over the zone, and this Tigerettes team can't make any mistakes. She is pitching well out there on the mound for Clay County, or in the circle for Clay County. Force a habit.
Back to the top of the lineup. That's a called strike across for Walton, and it's 0-1 to Kat Johnson, who walked and came around to score on the 2-run shot by Kaylee Plumley. By the way, red team's up 1-0.
We're in the Little League field. There we go. It's time for a bounce back.
This one high in the air, in the infield, drifting towards foul territory, and the catch made by the shortstop for Clay County, Lila Birdwell, for out number 2.
Good job by Birdwell. Had to go a long way from her shortstop position, able to do it successfully to record the out.
So Kaylee Plumley steps to the plate with now the bases empty. And, well, I asked if you were ready last time, and she hit it out to us. So, get ready again.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
That's
I
right.
think is the...
There are 2 away, and the base is empty. So that's the positive for Baylor Walton in the circle. Only 1 run would score if she does put it over the fence again. This one, good off speed, but misses just low, 1-0.
Yeah, and that's the thing with this Tigerettes team. They haven't offered anything that's not close.
Plumley did crank the 2-run shot in the first inning to give the Tigerettes the lead right back after Johnson walked. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
Don't make a mistake. Walker, live to fight another day, right? That happened the last time she was up. You made the one mistake, and she sent it over the fence. So now base is empty, but still want to keep it at 4 runs.
2-0. Walden ready to go. Brings it home. That one misses away, and it's 3-0. And, yeah, you said it. You don't want to make the mistake here. So on 3-0, take your medicine, put her on first, and live to see another day. But it's Abby Brinkley due up next, so it's not like it gets any easier. 3-0 coming from Walden. Fires it in, and that one's down in the dirt. It will be a 4-pitch walk issued to Plumley. And that is the 3rd walk of the day from Baylor Walden. So a runner on first with 2 outs now for Abby Brinkley. Runner will come on in the form of Kaylee Underwood, I imagine. It is.
And now you see Plumley having a word. She walks back to the dugout just trying to share that intel of what she just gathered to Abby Brinkley.
Brinkley walked her first time up. She came around to score as well. That was on the RBI double by Laura Thompson. She advanced a couple of bags after it got away from Garrison. Now Baylor Walden ready to go with 2 away and a runner on first. And that one misses for ball 1.
Where?
That's a great question. We'll look down here on the replay. Because I'm not sure.
Oh, look at this. Find out ourselves here in a minute.
That one's right down Broadway for strike 1, 1-1.
Looked to me like the exact same spot the last one was, if I'm being honest.
Maybe outside? I'm not sure. It's a 1-1 count now, though, to Brinkley. Walton brings it home. Runner goes. Underwood slides in safely for the stolen bag.
And they say she left early.
And she left early, so it'll actually be the final out of the inning. Instead, not a stolen base, and Tigerettes don't get any in the second. Still a 5-1 lead through 2. You're watching the 7 Single A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Surfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at Crump Harris Park, it's a 5-1 lead for the Gordonsville Tigerettes. Top of three. Clay County coming back to the plate, 9-1-2. Emma Wicks, and then back to the top. Reagan Cherry and Baylor Walden due up here in the third inning. In for Kaylee Plumley. 3 strikeouts there in the second. She's 2 away from making history.
Yeah, getting to another magic number and not passing anybody, but just hanging your hat on another big-time number of punch-outs, and certainly probably more likely than not she's about to get it in this half inning.
Yeah. Got to do it against a couple of tough batters, though. Emma Wicks will lead it off. A 9-hole hitter for the Lady Bulldogs. Showing bunt, pops it up. That's going to hit the netting behind home plate for strike one.
I don't hate that decision, though. You got to put some pressure on one way or the other if you're Clay County. Still, obviously, a lot of softball to be played, but you're in the top of the third, you're down 4. You understand the challenge on the other side, how quickly they can strike. Get 1 or 2 across here and turn it into a dogfight, pun intended.
The 0-1 fouled back. It is 0-2. The Lady Bulldogs.
Tigers cat fight.
Tigerettes.
They want it to be a dogfight.
I think the Tiger would win that one.
Yeah, probably.
Go out on a limb.
100 men versus 1 gorilla, though.
0-2. Check swing on the rise ball. Did she go? She did. And it will be the 6th strikeout of the day and the first out of the inning here in the third.
Yeah, got her with that rise ball action again. Just starts it right in the zone. And it goes up, and away, and she recognized it, but just too late. Offered at it for out number 1.
So Reagan Cherry steps to the plate for the second time. 0 for 1 with a pop out to short. Her first time up. A lefty. Obviously a danger to bunt as well. The infield knowing that way in. Swing and a miss, trying to slap it.
A little question in the comments. The end of the last inning, if you leave the bag before the pitcher goes home, it's an automatic out. And that's what happened there.
No leadoff or anything in high school softball. This one swung on and missed, and it's 0-2.
It's usually very, very close, but if you go early, it's an auto out.
And they got 3 umpires out here today, so they can watch that a little bit closer. 0-2 here to Cherry. And that is 1,600 career strikeouts for Kaylee Plumley at the high school level.
She's simply the GOAT in Upper Cumberland softball. She is the greatest of all time, and trying to cap it off 1,600. She's got a great chance. Likely will get to 1,700 if they do what they want to do in this postseason. Just ridiculous numbers of punch-out. She's been a punch-out pitcher, or strikeout pitcher her entire career, and just so dominant.
She's got 7 right now, 2 outs in the third. It is Baylor Walden back at the plate. She absolutely crushed a solo shot in the first inning over the right field fence as that rise ball misses upstairs.
Hammered it.
I mean, 250 feet plus. And that's no joke.
No, took that velo and sent it the other way.
Plumley's got 2 outs, brings it home, swings at the rise ball. She was looking for the second one. It's 1-1.
And you know what? That's not a bad strategy against Kaylee Plumley with how good of a stuff she has. Go in there and swing as hard as you can. Sometimes you're going to whiff badly, but if you connect, you can go a long way, and Walden already did that.
1-1. Plumley delivers, swing and a miss again, 1-2.
And now she's got you, right? You get 2 swings and misses on the rise ball. She can throw it again, but she can go anywhere she wants in her bag, and this is how she lines you up.
Plumley takes a step behind the circle, steps back on the rubber. 2 outs and a 1-2 count to Baylor Walden at the plate. 1-2. Rise ball again, able to lay off that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, nice job by Baylor Walden. You offered it 2 of them up and away. Got to register that that's probably coming a third time. Lays off. Now here's the really tough one because you have that in your head, but she can rip that fastball off right down the middle.
It's 2-2. Plumlee. Swing and a miss. And a big show of emotion from Kaylee Plumlee and the Tigerettes afterwards. She strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3. We head to the bottom of 3. And the Tigerettes on top 5-1. This is the District 7 Single A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
5-1 lead for the Tigerettes. They're back to the plate here in the bottom of 3. It is 3-4 and 5-2 up. Abby Brinkley, Bailey Stewart, and Mackenzie Herron. As Abby Brinkley was at the plate when Kaylee Underwood left early. So kind of like a caught stealing. It is the final out of the inning. So Abby Brinkley will lead it off here again in the 3rd for the Tigerettes.
And Gordonsville's trying to break it open. Now, every inning that they go with this lead, 4 runs, they want to turn it into 10 and get on out of here. And that is the mindset for this Tigerettes team. They're trying to end as many games in 3, 4, 5 innings as they can. Weren't able to do it against Clay County earlier on in this tournament. A 9-0 win. It's a lot easier said than done against Baylor Walden, but that is what they're trying to do.
Baylor Walden in the circle. Found a little bit of success there in that 2nd inning. Strikeout, got a pop out, and then obviously leaving early the final out of the inning. And had a 1-1 count on Brinkley before that. But Brinkley will get a new count as she'll step back in to lead it off here in the 3rd. Ready to go in the bottom of 3. Walden brings it home. That one bounces on the way. It's ball 1.
And that's kind of been the miss for Walden. Plumlee's miss has been high for the most part. She's kind of had that low in the dirt roller a few times so far.
Lefty Brinkley, the center fielder, leadoff batter a year ago. That one pumped in there for strike 1, 1-1.
That's a nice bounce back pitch. The dugout's going nuts over there, and you send it right over the outside corner. Really nice bounce back for Walden.
You can tell, even if they're expected to win this game, there is a lot of emotion involved. The 1-1, that one off the end of the bat. Second baseman there, throw to first is in time. And a nice play by Jade Walker at second base for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, making a routine play look routine doesn't always happen. Jade Walker does, and you get that first out. Trying to work a clean frame and get back to the bats for the Lady Dogs.
So Bailey Stewart will come to the plate for the second time. She flew out to center her first time up. Again, the wind is blowing out to center field today here at Crump Harris Park. And that one swung on and missed on the fastball. A lot of Little League games going on around us. It's another packed night at Crump Harris.
Oh, how about that? Instant replay on the board.
We like it. Here's the 0-1. That one back up the middle. Shortstop there. Throw to first in time. And a good stretch at first as well to secure the out. And a nice play by Lila Birdwell.
Yeah, back-to-back nice plays turned by the Clay County infield.
How about that camera work? Solid.
Thank you. I'm trying my best here. I'm going on the fly. I'm getting adventurous right now.
So everyone knows. Noah's doing color commentary. He's running the scoreboard. He's also running the camera.
And now I'm doing the replay.
And the replay. We're just adding more to it. He's making my job even tougher come up Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, this is called the standard right here, my friend. So I can hit him with that. I would never ask you to do something I haven't done,
right.
so I'm just doing it all right now.
Mackenzie Herron's at the plate. She struck out looking her first time up on a full count. That one misses downstairs, and it's 2-0.
Hey, we'll split it. You get game
There we
2
go.
on Friday.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one.
It will be. Game 1's going to be a dandy.
Upperman and Tullahoma coming up Friday at 5:30. Correct? 5 or 5:30?
Earlier.
We'll have to check.
Earlier.
And then after that, it's still Memorial in Lawrence County. This one hit out towards the center field at the wall and gone. Mackenzie Herron a solo shot. It's 6-1 Tigerettes.
And that one just kept going. It was well struck off the bat, drifted in, a run in center field into the fence, but a third long ball of the day for Gordonsville, and they're threatening to totally break it open.
That came with 2 outs in the inning after a couple of ground outs as Mackenzie Herron puts it over. And now you can kind of see how far these home run shots are going. That one barely got over, but it got over.
In center, that was a stiff shot right into the fence.
Yeah, Jenna Thompson out there in center field gave it an effort. You could see her go into the fence. That's about the only thing we can't see at this vantage angle is just a couple of feet over that fence. We saw the fence move.
Yeah, it moved quite a bit.
Laura Thompson steps in. She ripped a double to left center her first time up.
How about that guy from the Reds that just snapped his arm?
Yeah. And then
tough.
they didn't rule it an out.
Yeah, because it was not an out. He should have caught it.
He did catch it.
I'm a Braves fan.
That's
He's
the
a
point.
Reds fan, so just so we're clear here, I'm not just heartless. We're giving it to each other a little bit.
Yeah, no, the Reds.
It's a rough time for you right now. Lost 2 in a row to a team that's below 500. Man.
Had the lead yesterday.
In the 9th.
Lost it.
Whew.
Because Matt McLean said, you know what, I'm just going to jog over to this ball in right field. Oh, boy. This one is hit well out to right. And able to beat it out at first base is Laura Thompson. Throw comes all the way to home, but Garrison there to back it up. And it's a single for Laura Thompson.
And, again, this is a Gordonsville team. They really, they have a two-out approach to an extent, but it doesn't change a lot. They're very similar all the time. So they're always looking to hit the ball hard somewhere, and it just leads to so many two-out runs across over the years since really this dynasty has started.
Callie Dillard hit a 2-run shot her first time up. The changeup. This is low for ball one.
And on a day that's been full of hard-hit softballs, that one was tomahawked over the left.
It got out to the Gordonsville softball team pictures. There's 5 of them over there. They've had a lot of success. They're in the past few years, but in program history. That one's a called strike on the bottom part of the zone, 1-1.
I mean, just take a look. You tell me where this pitch was. Nice frame behind the dish. Yeah, nice frame behind the dish. Upon replay review, it was a really nice job to kind of drag it up.
Clay County feels like they've been missing out on a couple of those calls. Swing and a miss on the changeup again, 1-2.
Yeah, it's a great changeup. She hit the fastball out of here, pulled the string a couple of times, put it back out there. Now you can go to the fastball if you want to.
1 2 strike count to Callie Dillard with a runner on first after the single by Laura Thompson. She's 2 for 2 with a double and a single so far. That being Laura Thompson. Dillard 1 for 1. Obviously the 2-run shot in the first. Walden ready to go with a 1-2. This one hit hard down the line and that'll be a foul ball. And that oak tree over there just saved one of those cars parked in the front row.
That Tigerettes dugout is as rowdy as I've ever heard a dugout.
They normally are, but
goodness.
It's another level today.
Yeah, they've ratcheted it up. They've got a chip on their shoulder today.
They're looking for another 7 single A championship. Walden still a 1-2 count here to Dillard. Brings it home. Misses outside. Runner going. Throw down to second. Pretty good one, and they got her. Halen Garrison guns her down at second and gets Laura Thompson trying to take a bag. What a throw and what a tag as well by Jade Walker from second base. It's 6-1. Gordonsville on top through 3. You're watching the 7 Single A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
E-Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a 6-1 lead for the Gordonsville Tigerettes. Clay County back to the plate here in the top of 4. Jenna Thompson, Annalise Daly, Halen Garrison, 4, 5, and 6. And how about the throw from Halen Garrison there to get out of the inning?
Yeah, it was really good. Mentioned the frame she had earlier, just that nice little drag that we put the replay on. The throw was there. You saw it on the replay. Tagged down in time. Really nicely done. Clay County's hanging around. The problem is Gordonsville scraping some across one at a time, and they're looking for 5 more.
Jade Walker leads it off, and Kaylee Plumley in the circle made history in that last inning with her 7 strikeouts. She's got 8 now, but with her 7th strikeout, 1,600 in her career. She is now at 1,601. The 1-0 down low. 2 balls and no strikes to Jade Walker.
Great crowd tuning in. Happy to be along with you today.
Keep those comments rolling in as well. Postseason coverage, no matter where we are, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. This one high in the air. Shallow center. Brinkley coming on. Johnson back there, and Brinkley kind of sliding to her knees. She was going to make a very nice acrobatic catch. Johnson makes the easy catch for out number 1.
Yeah, Brinkley, she's got so much range. Most center fielders can't even sniff getting to that, but she can. But Johnson had to beat on it the whole way, and it's out number 1 on the board for the Tigerettes.
So it's Jenna Thompson's turn coming to the plate. A strikeout victim back in the first. With 1 gone and nobody on, the Lady Bulldogs do have that run across thanks to the solo shot by Baylor Walden back in that first inning on a tank.
Certainly. Oh, we've had a couple hammers.
4 home runs already today, 3 from the Tigerettes, 1 from the Lady Bulldogs.
Well, we're just catching up for lost time. In games we've done so far, we haven't seen any long balls.
That's right.
Here we go.
1-0 count here to Jenna Thompson, the center fielder for Clay County. This one's down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Once again, the winner will host the region semifinal coming up on Monday. Loser will go on the road to either Joe Burns or whoever they are playing. 2-0. Called strike on the inside corner, 2-1. And I think part of it right now for Clay County as well, some of these are late calls where there's a little bit of
he's like that up
hesitance.
Inside corner. He's like that up inside corner.
2-1 though to Jenna Thompson. That one swung on and fouled off. 2-2 as Plumley works her way back in it. 1 away after the pop out to short by Jade Walker. Thompson at the plate with a 2-2 count. Plumley sitting on 8 strikeouts through 3 1/3. That's only 10 outs, by the way.
I was about to say, it seems low for her, but there's only 10 outs.
That one misses low, and the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We got coach's pitch going on behind us.
Good piece of hitting behind us.
It's cool. They got the speaker in the dugout. They got walkout songs. Here's the payoff from Plumley. This one popped up right side into foul territory. Not able to get there, Dillard. That one will drop for a foul ball.
Just ran out of room that time. Re-rack it, do it again. This is a really good AB. 1 out here in the 4th, trying to become a base runner, battling against the best pitcher in the state. Really nicely done. Question is it enough to get on?
It was Dillard from first, Camry Johnson from right. Still 3-2 for the second time. Plumley popped up in the infield. Stewart's there, right at home plate, makes the catch for out number 2.
It was a good battle that time, but ultimately Kaylee Plumley gets the pitch she's looking for. A little pop-up, no problem, behind home plate.
So now there's 2 away. Here in the top of 4, Annalise Daly, another strikeout victim to the plate. We'll probably say that quite a bit. It's tough not to. strikeout against Kaylee Plumlee.
Well, now she's has a maximum of 18 because there's already been 3 outs that are not recorded by strikeout.
Say, Clay County's doing a pretty good job of getting the bat on the ball. Not too many teams do that.
And that's a little bit as a result of they've seen her so many times.
Yep. 4th time already this season. Obviously, you could see her a 5th in a region championship.
No doubt, which will be a must-win in a lot of ways.
Yeah, you do not want to go to South Pitt, assuming that's who would be on the other side.
And on the other side, you don't want to come to Gordonsville is what they're saying. So it's one of those.
South Pitt had to come here last year, and that was a dandy of a sectional game. It's 0-2 here to Annalise Daly.
Yeah, played them way closer than anybody did in the state tournament.
Yes.
Nobody even sniffed them in the state tournament. It was run rule all over the place.
Their fans were gracious enough to let us
sit
among them, but they were not happy about the result.
No.
Here's the 0-2. That one swung on and missed. It is another K. 9 on the day for Kaylee Plumlee. We head to the bottom of 4. Tigerettes coming back to the plate. It is 6-1 as you watch the 7 Single A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Hamanet's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring 2 plots of land in Livingston. This property features 3 prime acres of commercial real estate right off of Bradford Hicks Drive in Livingston. You can bid on these properties at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on these online-only auctions ends on Thursday, May 8th at 12 noon. Hamanet's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a 6-1 lead for the Gordonsville Tigerettes, getting going here in the bottom of 4. Due up for them again, Callie Dillard. 7, 8, 9. Callie Dillard, Kaylin Roberts, Camry Johnson. 2 straight innings that the Tigerettes have been out of the inning on the base path.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting sort of game, a very home run dependent ball game. I mean, every time a run's come across to this point, it's been on a bomb up and out of here, except for one. So sometimes that's just the way it goes, especially with 2 pitchers that throw the way that these 2 do. You got to capitalize on your opportunities, and each one's made a mistake or 2, and both teams have capitalized, but it's been Gordonsville, 3 long balls already, and they're looking to put 5 on the board right here, right now.
Callie Dillard's back at the plate to start the 4th. She was at the plate in the 3rd, and that's when Laura Thompson got caught stealing by Helen Garrison behind the plate. Really good throw on the right side of the bag. Good tag by Jade Walker as well. Dillard was behind in the count 1-2, and now she's ahead 1-0. So again, we appreciate everyone tuning in wherever you're tuning in from tonight. The UCR Facebook page, YouTube channel, NFHS Network, Hub Plus, or Spectrum, Twin Lakes as well. Today's game presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. There's a swing and a miss. Baylor Walden able to get it on the outside part of the zone. 1-1.
Yeah, nice pitch there from Walden. She's had good stuff. She really has. There's been a couple of mistakes, and Gordonsville has been hitting for power this evening.
Dillard taking her time. She had the 2-run shot back in the first. 1 for 1 so far. There's the 1-1. This one hit hard down the line, and that's off of Kaylin Roberts' foot in the on-deck circle. She turned on it so quickly. It's 1-2.
Yeah, you got to keep your head on a swivel here at Crump Paris. Not very far to anywhere. That backstop over into the dugout.
There's about
on deck.
10 feet of foul territory from the foul line to the fence. And same behind home plate. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and Baylor Walden gets the strikeout to open up the 4th.
Yeah, really nice pitch there by Walden. She goes low in the zone where she's been trying to find that location and try to take the 6-iron at it. And that's Walden when she's missed in the dirt. I think that's what the pitch she's been trying to throw. It's just about 6 inches off the ground as it takes off towards the plate.
Well, against the bottom part of the order, Walden has fared pretty well. 3 strikeouts in these bottom 3. Obviously, the 2-run shot by Dillard back in the first. But Kaylin Roberts comes to the plate 0 for 1 with one of the strikeouts. 1 away here in the bottom of 4. It's a 6-1 lead for the Tigerettes. That one swung on and fouled off. And yeah, you said it. Walton has really pitched well. It's been the home runs by the Tigerettes from Callie Dillard, Kaylee Plumley, and Mackenzie Herron, and then the double as well brought in a run. And on the other side was Baylor Walton. And
home plate umpire took that ricochet off the mask, so he's taking a second.
And
he's a little bit rattled back there. I mean, that one caught him up high.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
Depending on where you got hit, of course we saw Ricky Allison with the Upperman Bees. He got hit in the throat a couple of games ago, and that did really not feel well. So
and that one squared up, I think, right off the face of the mask.
Yeah, he's taking his time right now. They'll make sure he's good to go. Of course, 3 umpires today. They'll send the trainer out there as well, make sure he's all right.
With 3 umpires, you may end up with a different home plate umpire here. Hopefully he is all right back there, but that'll rattle the cobwebs a little bit.
Yeah, and obviously taking his time, so let him get back up there and ready to go. And we'll step aside as well and give him a little bit more time. You're watching the 7 Single-A Championship on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Amanette's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring a large home that has ample storage space. This home has over 2,300 square feet on almost half an acre of land. You can bid on this property at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on this online-only auction ends Thursday, May 8th at 10 a.m. Amanette's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Home plate umpire says he's good to go, so we're just about ready for action again. It is Kaylin Roberts at the plate, and an 0-1 count to her. It was the foul ball that ricocheted off of the home plate umpire, and that was where we had the stoppage, making sure he's all right. So Baylor Walton ahead 0-1, already has a strikeout here in the inning, 1 gone, and nobody on for the Tigerettes. This one hit to the outfield, that one down for Kaylin Roberts, and she'll reach on the single.
Yeah, really nice piece of hitting there by Kaylin Roberts. Gets something over the plate, makes no mistake, sending it out into left field. And now Gordonsville, see if they do a little bit of old school softball here. Move her around, or if it's another swing for the fences moment.
Yeah, there's one out in the inning. Camry Johnson, the 9-hole hitter and right fielder. Obviously a good amount of speed, will be at the plate. Gets the signs from Coach Bush there at the third base coach's box. She'll step in with 1 gone after the single by Roberts. Walton delivers home. She swings at the first pitch she sees, and that'll be fouled off into the net for strike 1.
So how aggressive is Gordonsville going to be on the base paths here, knowing that's an icing run? Let's be honest. Scoring 5 more on Kaylee Plumley probably ain't happening, but every run they get from here, that's icing on the cake for them, and then they want to stretch it even further. So with 1 out, how aggressive will they be trying to move her around?
A 1 from Walton. This one hit shallow in the infield, caught at short, and the catch made by Birdwell for out number 2.
That's exactly what Baylor Walton needed. Last one got barreled up a little bit, settles back in, fires in a nice pitch, little blooper, and you move through the order.
Back to the top, though. Kat Johnson is at the plate. 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. She popped out to short her second time up. Walton brings home the first pitch to her, then misses downstairs for ball 1. However, at first is Kaylin Roberts. She singled. And then you mentioned if maybe we try to see some action on the base path. Aylin Garrison has thrown 1 runner out, and they've been called out 1 time with a runner leaving early.
It was a great throw. It was an ending. Caught stealing.
This ball is hit well by Johnson out to center field. Thompson there, had a beat on it the whole way. Makes the catch for out number 3, and another runner stranded at first base for the Tigerettes. Baylor Walton starting to figure it out a little bit in the circle against this Gordonsville team. It's a 6-1 lead, though, for the Tigerettes through 4. This is the District 7 Single-A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home located in the quaint Magnolia Creek subdivision. Explore tiny home living in this 1,008 square foot home. Built in 2023, this kitchen has all stainless steel appliances and beautiful countertops. This home has a back porch, carport, and extra storage room. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Islands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Lila Birdwell leads it off for Clay County. It is the top of 5 here at Crump Harris Park. Jacob Vincent, Noah McKay. Glad to have you along. Presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. This is the District 7 Single A Championship between the Gordonsville Tigerettes, who are 30-1 on the season. Clay County 18-9. Gordonsville looking for their 4th win of the season against this Lady Bulldogs squad.
And Gordonsville's taking care of business. Obviously, the haymaker early from Clay County on the solo home run from Baylor Walden. But since then, it's been the Tigerettes getting them on, then rocketing home runs out of here. 3 of them so far for them to have this lead, and they feel like they're closing down another district championship.
6, 7, and 8 due up for Clay County. Halen Garrison, Lila Birdwell, and Riley Baxter due up. That rise ball misses a little bit upstairs. 1-0 from Kaylee Plumley. Was 9 strikeouts through 4 innings of work so far. Only 2 base runners. The solo home run by Baylor Walden in the first and a walk in the second. She has retired 7 in a row.
It's really good. There's your hard-hitting analysis.
Going to Tennessee for those that don't know. Swing and a miss, 1-1. It's probably few and far between that don't know that by this point.
Hey, we're excited for softball and baseball postseason, obviously. Once it's done, we got a couple of big announcements. We know Proving Ground Season 3 coming, and another one I can't tell you about yet. It's going to be a whole lot of fun and a big deal. So make sure you're staying up to date on our social media channels, our website, our personal feeds as well. It's going to be over on X. It's going to be a fun summer.
It's 1-2 here to Garrison. And she swings at the rise ball. It's the 10th strikeout of the day for Kaylee Plumley, out number 1 here in the 5th.
And that's where you've decided I'm swinging no matter what, because that pitch started letter high and ended almost where Stewart couldn't even get up to catch it for another punch out.
So the first out of the inning, mentioned it will be Lila Birdwell, the shortstop, coming to the plate for the second time today. She did walk her first time up on a 3-1 count. First pitch to her right down Broadway for strike 1. You mentioned it. We'll have more baseball and softball coming up the rest of this postseason. This is one of the final days of district tournaments. We've got a region tournament starting tomorrow. The Gordonsville baseball team will start their region tournament tomorrow after winning their district championship. That one's upstairs, 1-1.
They dominated the 7 single-A
baseball
tournament.
Pickett County also moving on in that one.
What, the Bobcats?
Yeah. Here's the 1-1. That one got her. That's not going to feel good. Right on that inside right forearm, it looked like. And it's going to be a hit by pitch. Birdwell down to first.
Yeah, and that time starts to give the little check and catches her. Wasn't a high heat from Plumley, which you appreciate, but it's still that's high heat for everybody else that comes in and hits you. So hopefully she's
feeling
okay.
it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
That's their shortstop as well. That's obviously a very important player. She'll shake it off. She'll step on the bag and be ready to go. Coach Homer Daly taking the opportunity to talk with his hitters. Bailey Stewart comes to the dugout as well for a second. So they're just making sure that Lila Birdwell's good to go over at first after being hit again. It kind of looked like got her on that inside right forearm, and she kind of checked, turned just a little bit, and that's where the ball came in at.
And if you're Clay County, it's go time. I mean, you don't know if you're going to have any more runners on base. It's the third one you've had this entire game. 1 walk, 1 hit batter, and then 1 solo home run. You got to capitalize when you get this opportunity.
So Riley Baxter, the first baseman, will come to the plate for the Lady Bulldogs, down 6-1 with 1 gone here in the 5th. Check swing. Did she go? She did not.
I agree.
It's close.
We obviously don't have a view of the plate from the horizontal angle, but
and again, we do have a first base umpire pretty much the whole way through with the 3 umpires out there today, 2 in the fields. There's another check swing. They're going to call it a strike anyways, 1-1.
And I also agree with that one.
A lot of people tuning in. We appreciate you. Today's game presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. We're going to talk about it a lot because we appreciate them.
We certainly do.
Bringing you postseason baseball, softball, all the way through the spring fling. That one swung on and missed. It's 1-2. Here at Crump Paris tonight. We'll be back in Baxter Friday and Saturday. 2 games Friday night, 3 games on Saturday.
We like doing 3 games in one day so much, we decided to do it again.
Absolutely. That one misses for ball 2. 2-2 to Baxter. 1 out. Runner on first is Birdwell.
Somebody just made the craziest noise I've ever heard a fan make in my life. That was crazy.
2-2. Misses upstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
War chant you hear in the woods. What was that? We have headsets on that mute a lot of the noise. That was crazy. We're in the outfield. That was behind home plate.
Pretty good.
Holy smokes.
3-2 here to Baxter. Plumlee got her to swing right through. Another strikeout, second out of the inning, and 11 on the day for Kaylee Plumlee. It'll bring the 9-batter Emma Wicks to the plate with a runner on first and 2 gone.
And that is another reason why she is so effective, because what do you usually expect her to throw with a 2-strike count? The rise ball. She throws the fastball right down the middle, and you swing right over the top of it.
Runner thought about going. Stewart was on it the whole way. Stays at first. It's 1-0 after it missed outside to Wicks. Wicks, a strikeout victim, her first time up back in the 3rd. Tigerettes on top 6-1 here in the 5th. 1-0. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Wicks has started to show bunt. You're seeing the infield react. She's been able to put it down yet.
She's had a good eye to it, pulling back on those last 2, so she can do it whatever they want here at 2-0.
2-0. Thought about it again. Misses upstairs 3-0 and in danger of walking the 9-batter to get back to the top with 2 outs.
And she may be wanting to bunt here, but if nothing else, I like trying to change up the eyes, change up the rhythm for Kaylee Plumlee out there in the circle. You got to do something to throw her off.
It's 3-0 here to Wicks. She puts a bunt down. It's a really good one. Wicks trying to beat it at first, and she is safe. How about that from the left fielder, Emma Wicks, able to beat it out on the bunt single.
And it was a really good play by Gordonsville in the infield, but you see it, tie goes to the runner. That was a little bit less than a tie. Nicely done. And despite the 3-0 count, she drops it down, and maybe that's even a better place to do it. 2 on, 2 out. Big moment here in this title game.
Second hit of the day for the Lady Bulldogs. First and second, 2 outs, back to the top. Reagan Cherry at the plate. And this is outside, 1-0.
I don't think it's crazy to say this is more likely than not your best opportunity you're going to have. So who cares that it's 2 outs? You got to find a way to bring them across if you're the Lady Bulldogs.
Plumlee trying to settle in and get out of the inning with 2 outs. The 1-0 swung on and missed. 1-1.
And that's one you probably want back if you're Cherry, because struggling to find the zone. The 1 strike was a bunt, and that time it's way out. You can't touch it, but you swing and miss.
And now there is going to be a visit to the mound here. Coach Bush coming in, wants to bring in his infields, wants to talk it over with his catcher and his pitcher in the circle as well. And have a conversation with runners on first and second and a 1-1 count to Reagan Cherry at the plate. Cherry 0 for 2 so far. Pop out in the first, a short and a strikeout. See Coach Jonathan Bush there in the middle and Coach Homer Daly on the other side. The signature hat. I don't even know what kind of hat you call that.
And there's not a ray of sun in the sky right now, but I love it.
You know you're at a Clay County softball
Yes.
game when you see the hat.
I love it.
And that is Coach Homer Daly for the Clay County Bulldogs. 18-9 on the year. Going to make another region tournament. See if they can do some damage in that region tournament. Of course, they've got the opportunity to do so. Baylor Walden on the other side is a really good pitcher. Obviously can swing it pretty well, too. Reagan Cherry at the plate right now, 1-1. 7 single-A championship. Brought to you by Gentry's Power Equipment. Plumlee brings it home, swing and a miss, 1-2.
And I'm sure part of that for Coach Bush was, hey, that swing was nowhere close on the rise ball. Let's fire it past until they take one. Until then, go to your best pitch over and over and over again.
A lot of people tuning in. Let us know where you're watching from. Give us a like. Give us a share. The 1-2. Upstairs, able to lay off that time, 2-2.
And that's why she's your leadoff batter. Offers at a couple of them. Doesn't mean she's just going to go down lifeless there. able to lay off, and now you're back in the count.
Deuces wild. Runners on first and second. 2-2 count with 2 away here in the top of the 5th. Reagan Cherry at the plate. Plumlee delivers home. Swing and a miss. Kaylee Plumlee able to get her 12th strikeout of the day. Strands a couple of runners in the process, and it's still a 5-run advantage for the Gordonsville Tigerettes. 6-1, 7 single-A championship. It's presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
6-1 advantage for the Gordonsville Tigerettes here at Crump Harris Park. They're coming back to the plate in the bottom of 5. They put 5 on the board. This game will be over with. 2, 3, and 4 due up. Kaylee Plumlee, Abby Brinkley, Bailey Stewart for the Tigerettes. But Baylor Walton here in these last 3 innings has been really solid.
Yeah, she has. I mean, and really even before that, you see the 6 runs and you think, oh, maybe not your best. This is a Gordonsville lineup that puts up double-digit runs like it's nothing, and she's done a really nice job against it. Only 3 pitches she probably wants to have back that were sent long ways. The problem is this is a Gordonsville team. It's why they're the top team in the classification. You don't have 3 pitches as a margin of error right now. So for Walden, keep it right where it is, and we've seen life on the base paths. 2 on with 2 out in that last half inning. See if you can get this into the 7th and have a chance. But Gordonsville, you're spot on. They want to end it right now.
It was a tremendous bunt by Emma Wicks in that last inning, but left stranded at first by Kaylee Plumlee, who leads it off here in the bottom of 5. She has reached base a couple of times today. The 2-run shot in the first, walked in the second. Her runner, Kaylee Underwood, was caught stealing to end the inning in the second.
And we saw in that walk, no pitches were even close. And it didn't seem like there was any sweat from Clay County. Another pitch that's not close at all. Not a bad decision if you're Clay County.
Baylor Walton in the circle. The 1-0. That one outside as well. Yeah, you already made one mistake. You don't want to do it again. And it worked out in the second inning.
You don't want to walk the leadoff batter, but you also don't want Kaylee Plumlee to hit one to us. So you got to.
Correct. It's 2-0 here too, Plumlee.
If she offers it, something great, but we're not going to make that mistake if you're Clay County.
And that one outside and low again. 3 balls and no strikes. And Plumlee has not seen a strike since the first inning.
Yeah, it's about to be ball 4. And we say it all the time, right? We said it during the entirety of last year's state tournament.
Decision.
Walk her. Doesn't mean the next batter is easy. She's certainly not. Walk Kaylee Plumlee, who's going to the University of Tennessee and is the best softball player in the state.
She got 1 AB in the state championship and hit it over the fence. That one is a called strike in the inside corner. And Plumlee was taking it. So Walton gets one across, 3-1.
Hey, or strike her out and feel great about yourself. I mean, yeah, that's either way.
Walton, the 3-1. Outside, that is ball 4. So another walk issued by Baylor Walton, but not a bad one at all. And Kaylee Plumlee will make her way down to first. Kaylee Underwood will come on to run.
Yep, no harm, no foul there, and you turn all your attention towards the next few hitters and try to work through an order.
It's Abby Brinkley. She walked in the first, came around to score, and then grounded out to second, her second time up. So she's looking for her first base hit today with a runner on first in the form of Kaylee Underwood, who her last time out left early and was called out to end the inning in the second. This one, a slap bunt put down the third base line. Good play at third, and what a stretch over at first to get the out as well. That's a great 5-3 put out by Annalise Daly and Riley Baxter.
I mean, a great stretch. The slap bunt probably went a little bit further than Stewart wanted, but rolls out in a nice throw, but a perfect stretch at first to get the out.
Works as the sack bunt as well for Abby Brinkley as Kaylee Underwood moves into scoring position. Bailey Stewart now to the plate with one away here in the bottom of 5. Walton brings it home, swing and fouled off. That bunt maybe just a little too far for what Brinkley was looking for. Been a fun one so far, though. 6-1 lead for the Tigerettes, but the Lady Bulldogs not going away quietly. Good change-up, swings right through, 0-2.
And we've seen it, right? With this Walden, you walk the first, not intentionally, but the intentional walk, and then you get that out on the slap bunt, and you're back in it.
And 0-2 on Stewart. This one, ground ball, but fouled off.
It's hard to strike this team out. You can do it. Walden's done it, but it is
she does have 4.
It is, they just work. They make you work because they swing at anything that's close, and they just find a way to tip it back and stay alive.
That's what makes this team so dangerous. It's not just Kaylee Plumley. Obviously, she's a huge factor. But this team is really, really good. 0-2 from Walden. Misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Underwood stands on second. She moved up after the bunt by Brinkley. It was a really good play as well by Annalise Daly and Riley Baxter to get the speedy Brinkley. This one brought home, misses low. Underwood taking off the whole time. She slides in safely. Now it goes into the outfield, and she's going to come home to score. It actually ricocheted off of the third base umpire, and I think she was scoring anyways because that was sailing into the outfield.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a throw that you want back. She was going to be safe by a mile no matter what as soon as that got away, and the throw, the umpire almost helped it a little bit because it was going to be all alone there in foul territory. She's scoring with ease, and that's really the first totally unforced error we've seen out of Clay County in this game.
So the 7th run across for the Tigerettes. It's a 2-2 count to Bailey Stewart, but the bases are empty and 1 out. And it's starting to become softball under the lights just because of how much cloud cover there is today. It's only 7 o'clock.
A little breezy as well.
Swung on and missed. It's another strikeout for Baylor Walden in the circle, her 5th of the day.
Yeah, nice pitch there. Able to fire it by. Just get the swing right underneath it. And 5 strikeouts against this order. Not bad at all.
Mentioned it. She's been pretty solid today.
And it's not a surprise. I mean, this is a Clay County team. You mentioned they're 18-9,
yep.
Right? And 3 of those losses are to this team.
Right.
So they're going to be a problem in the region tournament.
First pitch into Mackenzie Herron. Misses downstairs. Herron hit the solo home run to dead center her last time up. Noah jumped out of his seat. He tried to go get it from the kids.
Well, that's just a lie.
This one hit out to center field, but much shallower. Shortstop is there. Birdwell makes the catch, and after the run comes home because of the walk, able to get 3 straight outs, does Baylor Walden after the pop-out. But it is 7-1 as the Tigerettes get another one across through 5. This is the 7 Single A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Discover the stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a 7-1 lead for the Tigerettes as they bring another across in the bottom of 5. We head to the 6th. Clay County The chances are starting to run slim against Kaylee Plumlee and the Tigerettes. 2, 3, and 4 due up. This may be one of their best chances in the lineup as Baylor Walton leads it off. Jade Walker and Jenna Thompson due up.
And it's just, you don't want to do too much if you're Clay County. You got to find a way to get on. You don't need 1 or 2 here. You need a bunch. 6+ runs. You need Kaylee Plumlee to fall apart for the first time in her entire career. The only way you're going to get that to happen, bunt a little bit, get some mistakes in the field by Gordonsville, and find a way. But if you just come up swinging for the fences, it's not going to happen.
Check swing on the rise ball again from Walton, who has the solo shot back in the first. It was smashed out to right field.
And we went, ooh. And then Gordonsville
it was 1-0, and then it was 5-1.
It's 7 unanswered right now for the Tigerettes.
1-0, that one inside and upstairs, 2-0. And the leadoff batter here in the inning, and Baylor Walton. It is the top of the 6th. Winner of this game will host the region semifinal and then try to get into the region championship after that.
I want to thank our friends at the Horizon Sports Network, Deer Hollow Horizon, for sharing information in this stream today. They do a great job covering Clay County sports, all sports there in Salina. That is a top-notch crew.
2-0, fouled off, 2-1.
We're going to find out. There's a discrepancy in the count. I may be wrong. I think it's 1-2. Jacob thinks it's 2-1.
2 rise balls. That was the first one fouled off.
We're about to find out.
Actually, the one was a check swing. You're right. It is 1-2.
Oh!
Now it's 2-2.
Put that on the instant replay.
2 balls and 2 strikes here to Baylor Walton.
Got him. I had a bad one the other day, so there you go. Who's a senior, who's a junior?
That one's upstairs, and the count runs full.
You think I know after calling 175 of their games who's a senior and who's a junior? I did not.
To be fair, I only knew that because I did the senior night the
Fair
2
enough,
days
yes.
before.
And I was laughing at you missaying a name when that happened. So,
sorry, Chud. 3-2, swing and a miss. It's another K. 13 of them for Kaylee Plumlee in the first down here in the 6th.
It's truly absurd that we say 13 Ks for Kaylee Plumlee, and we go, oh, yeah, just another day at the office.
It's a low number.
I mean, she is just sensational, and she's been every bit as good. Again, today, mixing up the pitches. Really, that's been the thing today. We've seen a big mix. More fastballs than we usually see out of Kaylee Plumlee. Mixes in the rise ball off of it. Been a really nice mix in a district championship game.
Jade Walker steps in 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out so far.
And you have to do that against this good lineup. Is that what misses for ball 1? They've seen you so many times, not just this year, but dating back. So got to mix up the way you throw. When do you go to that KO pitch? Is it always the rise ball? No. We've seen a lot of fastball and 2 strike counts today.
Clay County does have 2 hits today, the home run and the bunt. This one, big swing and a miss, 1-1.
That was fired in there.
Jade Walker was looking for one pitch. She got it. Couldn't catch it.
That was fast. I need to get the radar gun up back here on that one.
Petey, where are you at? We'll see him coming up in a couple of days. Here's the 1-1. That one misses high and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. So we got softball tonight. Baseball coming up Friday, Saturday. And who knows next week?
Softball Monday.
All kinds of stuff going on next week. Probably be back here at Crump Paris. Against 2, TBD. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
I know that yell behind us. That is some kid who just got the first hit of his life, and they're going crazy.
Big old
That's
cheer.
awesome. That's awesome.
2-2. High and outside. Count runs full for the second straight batter. Of course, in softball, pitch count, not an issue. We saw that when York Institute played Rockwood earlier this year. This one fouled off, and we'll do it again.
What was that, 72-47 or something like that?
35-34. You weren't far off.
Crazy.
And yes, that was a softball score, not a football score.
Thank you, Teresa. Glad you like it. We're trying some new stuff today. It's a little bit different for us back here, but we're doing our best to bring you the action in HD.
Payoff hit first base side, but just foul as Dillard couldn't quite get to it. And we'll go past that first base bag to the right.
It's tough to do this every night in spring sports, but very much worth it in a district championship game, region tournaments. Move forward.
Setup a little more involved, but it is very nice.
I feel like a chef right now. Cooking.
Payoff again from Plumlee. Popped her up and fouled it off.
Hey, how about this battle?
Yeah.
I mean, really, and we've seen this several times. I mentioned Clay County's a good softball team. They are battling here with the best of the best in the circle. So you see why they have the record that they do and why they have a chance certainly to go, if this result holds, having to go on the road on Monday, they have a chance to go on the road and extend their season.
Plumlee ready. And that one misses outside. That is ball 4, and Jade Walker finds her way aboard.
Walker's made a couple of nice plays in the field. Now finds a way aboard, and that's what you need. Remember, we just mentioned it. Of course, you got the first out, but base runner, move her over, scrape her run across, and see if you can get it done that way.
So Jade Walker makes her way down to first. Jenna Thompson now to the plate. 0 for 2 with a pop out and a strikeout. One away here in the 6th as Clay County looks to get a couple of runs across. 7-1 right now. Tigerettes on top. Of course, played a couple of days ago. Bunt shown here. This one, a pretty good one. Plumlee's got it. Flips to first, gets the out there for the second out of the inning. And Jade Walker moves into scoring position.
I apologize for the jarring zoom, but you did see what happened. A little small ball there for Clay County. I got it back locked in. And again, move her over. Now, probably don't love trading the out. You want that to be a bunt single. Can you scrape another run across? Keep this interesting and do it the old-fashioned way, not just with the long ball.
Annalise Daly steps to the plate for the third time today. 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks. Swinging first pitch right through, strike one.
And again, she's got a lot of strikeouts, but as many as she usually has, this is a Clay County team that's put balls in play today.
Runner on second as Walker drew the walk, moved up on the bunt. Plumlee brings it home, swing and a miss, 0-2 with 2 outs.
Fastball right down the middle. Rise ball starts there, ends up at eye level. Great pitch mix, and now she can really go either way she wants to.
0-2 to Annalise Daly with a runner in scoring position and 2 away here on the top of 6. Right down Broadway for strikeout number 14 on the day for Kaylee Plumlee. They strand the runner at second base, and the Tigerettes leading 7-1, looking for insurance coming up in the bottom of 6. You're watching the 7 Single A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment and the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Tigerettes lead at 7-1 in the 7 Single A Championship against Clay County. 2 up here in the bottom of 6, 7, and 8. Laura Thompson, Callie Dillard, Kaylin Roberts, as they look to get a couple more across. Of course, if they score 4, it's done. If they score less than that, they go to the top of the 7th. We'll have a chance to finish it out there. My name is Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay. Glad to have you along. A lot of people tuning in tonight. We appreciate you. Obviously, back here at Crump Paris, we've got the Game of the Week set up. Obviously, a little bit clearer out here in the outfield. We can zoom in, we can zoom out. Noah's doing a great job on the instant replay, scoreboard, all kinds of stuff. I get the easy job today.
As per usual.
That one's down in the dirt, 1-0 to Laura Thompson, who is 2 for 2. Single, double, run scored, run driven in.
That part went without saying, really. I mean. It's a joke. Please stop sending me emails.
1-0 from Baylor Walden. Couldn't tell you.
It was outside. Watch this.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
It was that looping frame. You're not going to get the call when you got to circle that mitt back into the zone.
Jade Walker cracks me up at second base every time.
You could tell how she feels about it. Just hands thrown up in the air.
That's how I would have been as well. It's 1-2 here to Laura Thompson at the plate.
You love a quick inning here if you're Baylor Walden. Give yourselves a chance.
That one a late swing, but sent out to center field, and Thompson reaches for the third time today.
Another great piece of hitting by her. I mean, her ABs have been the most impressive thing. Just a real nice approach. She's worked deep into the counts and then found a way to put the softball in play. She got plenty of speed to reach.
So brings Callie Dillard to the plate with a runner on first and nobody out. They're in the bottom of 6. Again, 4 runs across would end it for the Tigerettes. They can obviously get the job done in the top of the 7th as well. That one misses low from Walden, 1-0.
That's been the miss. Plumlee's miss is typically high. Walden wants to stay low against these hitters. You put it over the belt, and they can send it on a ride, as you've seen. So that's been the spot.
We've seen the changeup a little bit more from Walden. Seen the rise ball, obviously, a little bit more from Plumlee. 1-0. Out of play. Into the Little League diamond. And it's 1-1.
It is 6-4 on that field.
There you go.
They're in the 5th inning.
You got 30.
Oh, they're going to finish.
Oh, they got
30.
17 minutes?
Oh, yeah, the time's running down. It's going to be close.
It's a 1-1 count here to Callie Dillard. Walden brings it home. This one grounded left side. Throw to second there. Walker turns to first. Not going to have a throw, so they just get the lead out and the first out of the inning on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, it's a smart play, though, because you get that lead runner, so everything stays where it is, and it works like as if you got the batter at the plate out. So nicely done there for Clay County. See if they can stack a couple together.
And Elise Daly able to get the throw to Walker at second for the first out of the inning. And Kaylin Roberts will come to the plate. They'll get a runner on here for Callie Dillard. Normally that's Paisley Underwood. Is there number 5 on that jersey?
I love how you're asking me. Known for my eyesight at distances.
It is a pinch runner coming on, though, for Callie Dillard, who, with that change, maybe we'll see in the 7th. Would doubt it. Don't look at me like that. Runner goes. Another good throw by Garrison, but sliding in safely, able to get the stolen bag and a runner in scoring position.
And Gordonsville looking for insurance, trying to sniff closer and closer to the run rule. First pitch, take it off. That's why you're on to run.
So Kaylin Roberts at the plate with a 1-0 count. Walden brings it home, misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
And we kind of talked about it in the break. Lower half of the order, no easy outs. But, man, you don't want to face 1 and 2 because that's how you get run ruled if you're Clay County.
Kaylin Roberts been pretty good. Puts a charge into this one, into foul territory. Daly is there and makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, nicely done. No problem there. It's a good pitch by Walden. Right underneath. Just a little blooper into foul territory for the second out.
So Camry Johnson will come to the plate now with 2 away and a runner on second base. So actually it's going to be Kaylee Underwood who is stepping in to pinch hit for Camry Johnson. So Underwood has run for Plumlee. And now we'll step in and hit for Camry Johnson. Johnson was 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out. Runner on second for Gordonsville as well with 2 outs. This one swung on. Left side of the infield, picked up by Birdwell. Throw to first in time to get the final out of the inning, and a nice inning put together by the Clay County defense. They strand a runner at second base. Their final chance upcoming in the top of the 7th. 7-1 lead for Gordonsville. This is the 7 Single A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a 7-1 lead for the Gordonsville Tigerettes. We start the top of 7. Clay County's final chance of the day. 6, 7, and 8. Halen Garrison, Lila Birdwell, and Riley Baxter due up here in the inning, trailing by 6 runs.
Credit Clay County. Obviously, we'll see how this 7th inning goes. They have battled. They have played well in this game, but it's a testament to the dominance of the Tigerettes that they've played fairly well. Their opponents played really well in a district championship game, and it's 7-1 and doesn't really feel like it's in any danger. This is why they are as highly touted as they are at 30-1.
So Halen Garrison 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks, steps in for the 3rd time tonight against Kaylee Plumley, who's got 14 strikeouts through 6 innings of work. And this one popped up and out of play.
Yeah, lower half of the order here for Clay County. So if you want some sort of 7th inning miracle, it's got to start here. Somebody's going to have to drop a bunt down, slap it somewhere, get walked, something. You can't just go down. The first couple of batters go out. We're done here.
0-1. Popped up for strike 2, and it is just a couple of hits on the day for the Lady Bulldogs. The home run solo shot by Baylor Walden in the 1st, the bunt single by Emma Wicks in the 5th. Other than that, the 2 base runners, a couple of walks, and a hit by pitch. So they've had base runners on, just have only been able to bring around 1. It's 0-2 here to Garrison, the catcher for the Lady Bulldogs. Plumley, the rise ball doesn't offer at it, 1-2, and Garrison has been pretty solid behind the plate. A couple have gone past her, but she has thrown out a runner as well.
Yeah, Clay County's played well. They really have. But 3 home runs and a double for Gordonsville. Can't overcome that. Not against this team. They're just too strong. They're
1-2.
Too solid all the way around.
Plumley pops it up. In the infield, Plumley says she has it, and she's got it for out number 1. And you mentioned it for Clay County. They're playing well. They've gotten better every single game. 13-0 in game 1, 10-0 in game 2, 9-0 in game 3, which was the second game of the tournament for both sides. And now 7-1. So they're inching closer, and they're hoping they get to play them in maybe a region championship in a couple of games. 1 out here in the 7th as Lila Birdwell's at the plate for the Lady Bulldogs. That one's upstairs, 1-0. So the winner of this game, if Gordonsville holds on, they will host the loser of the District 8 Single A Championship. And the loser of this game, if it were to be Clay County, will move on and go on the road to most likely Joe Burns.
And if it is Joe Burns, if Joe Burns were to win on Monday, they would host the region championship game. If both Gordonsville, as this one's popped up in the infield.
Johnson and Roberts over there. Johnson takes it from her shortstop position for out number 2.
I was saying if both of these 7 single A teams win on Monday, it would come back here if this result holds to Crump Paris Park next week.
That's where I was saying Clay County would love to have another chance at this Gordonsville team, which would be the 5th time this season. Obviously play twice in the regular season. They've already played once here in the tournament in the district semifinals. Now 2 outs here in the 7th. It's Riley Baxter at the plate as Gordonsville looks for another district championship. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Kaylee Plumley has obviously been solid, 14 strikeouts. I'll tell you what, though, it is the most contact I think we've seen against Plumley in a while.
Yeah, Clay County, they've seen it well. It's just really tough to hit.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss.
And that's where Kaylee Plumley says, I got you. You swing on the rise ball up, and she goes into KO mode.
1 ball, 1 strike count to Baxter, who is 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks. That one right down Broadway, 1-2.
Strike away from another District 7 single A title.
And Joe Burns beat East Robertson tonight 12-0. So those are the 2 teams out of 8 single A. 1-2 here to Baxter. Plumley delivers home, and it's another District 7 single A championship for the Gordonsville Tigerettes. Final score 7-1.
Another dominant effort from Gordonsville in the district tournament. They've been the class of the district dating back several years, and the back-to-back state champs get it done. They have their sights set on another state title, but you can't forget about the importance of winning your district tournament. It sets you up so well moving into next week. They're a heavy favorite on Monday. They'll be a favorite in the region tournament, the favorite in the state. They've done a nice job here so far. A very competitive effort out of Clay County, but it's Gordonsville's day here tonight.
There are fireworks going off. It's loud. They're celebrating here at Crump Paris. A 7-1 victory for Gordonsville Tigerettes. These sparks are they're down a little bit. That might be it. I think that was the finale. 7-1 victory for the Gordonsville Tigerettes over Clay County tonight. They move on and will play host East Robertson here at Crump Paris on Monday. Clay County will go on the road to Joe Burns and see if they can't take care of Joe Burns and maybe have a rematch with this Gordonsville squad. Mentioned the 7-1 victory, and it was 1-0 after the first inning. Baylor Walton hit it over the right field fence and absolutely tanked it over the right field fence. But that was the only run they got tonight on 2 hits. For Gordonsville, though, 7 runs on 7 hits, no errors in the field. Kaylee Plumley had a home run. So did Mackenzie Herron and Callie Dillard. 3 home runs on the day for the Gordonsville Tigerettes to help bring those 7 runs across.
And striking the lack of celebration for Gordonsville upon winning that title. There was more celebration in the game. At the end of innings, and when they get a punch out, they hit a home run, they'd go really big. Little business as usual for them down there is the feeling I'm getting, because they shook hands and said, all right, let's get ready for Monday. They have their sights set on much bigger things than a 7A title. And for Clay County, I think they showed throughout the season, but they definitely showed it tonight. If you're Joe Burns, you better not just chalk up that you're going back to the region championship game with this Lady Bulldogs team coming to town.
Plumley in the circle was really good. 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 2 walks and 15 strikeouts on the day. She also amassed 1,600 career strikeouts now with 1,608 for her career as a Gordonsville Tigerette. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game?
Kaylee Plumley.
Kaylee Plumley is your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. So once again, Tigerettes moving on in the region semifinals. They will play East Robertson. Joe Burns beat them tonight 12-0. Clay County will go to Joe Burns.
We'll be here for it Monday night. Here at Crump Paris Park. Same spot. We'll see the time. It's going to be a fun one as Gordonsville tries to get back to the region championship game.
Make sure you tune in Friday night. 2 games coming from Baxter in the Region 4 3A tournament. Upperman taking on Tullahoma in Game 1. That was what we expected for the region championship. Still Memorial taking on Lawrence County in Game 2.
That's a potential state championship game preview in the first round of the Region 4 3A tournament.
Of course, Tullahoma, winners of the state championship in 3A last year. Should be a lot of fun coming up Friday. We'll have 3 games on Saturday and then back here at Crump Paris on Monday. Appreciate you tuning in. Michael Lindsay, he was out somewhere tonight. Make sure you tune in to UpperCumberlandReporter.com for all of the game stories that he brings to you, photos as well, and everything else at UCR. For Noah McKay, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long from Crump Paris Park. The Gordonsville Tigerettes, champions in 7 single A.